Hi learners, it's glad to see you in Krishna's space. Today is the day 95 of our 300 days DSA journey. So it's time for our today's problem. Let's understand it. So today's problem is majority element part 2. Here we have given an integer array of size n and we have to find all elements that appear more than n by 3 times. So now let's get into the example and understand this problem more better. So as we can see in the example 1, we have given an array in which we have 3 elements, and as the problem has said, we have to get all the elements which appear more than n by 3 times, where n is the size of array. So here as you can see, we have 3 elements, so the size of our array is 3, and when we do 3 by 3 we get 1. So that means we are going to have all those elements which appears more than 1. So as you can see in our array, we have only 3 which appears twice. So that's why in the output they have written 3. Same in example 2 as well. Here we have given an array in which we have only one element, and that means we are going to have all those elements which appears at least once. Why I said at least once? Because if you are going to have 1 by 3, you are going to get 0. Because in division operator, if numerator is less than denominator, we are going to have 0. So that's why I have said at least once. And as you can see in our array, we have only one element. So that's why in the output, they have written 1. Same in example 12, again we are going to have n by 3 as 0 because the length of our array is 2. So that means we are going to have all those elements which appears at least once. So as you can see in our array, we have only 2 elements, and that's why in the output they have returned it. So now let's understand how I have solved this problem. So to solve this problem, the first thing that I have done is to get the frequency of each element in our frequency dictionary. And after having the frequency of each element, I have created a variable called n, in which I am putting the condition of our problem, which is length of nums by 3. And after that I have created an answer list, and then I am running a loop in which I am getting the keys from our frequency dictionary. And inside that loop we are going to find out all those elements whose values is greater than n. And if their value is greater than n, we are going to append all those keys into our answer. And if it is not, so we are going to move forward till we will traverse through the whole keys from frequency dictionary. And after coming out from this loop, we are going to return our answer list. So let's take the example 1 and understand this code more better. So in our frequency dictionary, we are going to have 3 as a key and its value will be 2. Then 2 as a key and its value will be 1. And in our n variable, we are going to have 1. And after that, we will going to run a for loop in which in the first run, we are going to have I as a 3. And now inside the loop, we are going to check if the value of 3 is greater than n or not. And as we know, the value of 3 is 2, which is greater than 1. So we are going to append 3 into our answer list. In the next run, we are going to have I as a 2. And then again, we are going to check if the value of 2 is greater than 1 or not. And as we know, the value of 2 is 1. So we know 1 is not greater than 1. So we will going to move forward. And as we have traversed through the whole keys of frequency dictionary, we are going to come out from this loop and going to return our answer in which we have 3. So that's how I have solved this problem. If you guys have any other solution of it, do write it on comment, and thank you so much for watching this video and staying with me.